Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice the previous session had a significant sell-off, a huge 100-point day here, one of two 100-plus point sell-offs that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. This one here originated with a strong top up here. That is a significant two-day failed new high. That top also occurred precisely at the monthly pivot point, and look how significant that level has been over the last couple of months. That level right now sold off away from it. Today, classic fade after trend day. That could take us as high as the previous session's midpoint, but the idea here is that overnight strength, pre-market strength, likely to be met with additional selling pressure as this thing pushes back down toward new lows. This is a pretty significant lower high right now that has played out and could ultimately lead us to this blue line down below. That blue line is currently the current quarter's low, but on Friday we switch to the new quarterly pivots and will be the previous quarter's low, 42.24s. 42.24 is also basically the FOMC key level from June. That has been a significant level. You can see if I draw it out like this, price rallied away from it, rejected, came back to it, bounced away from it, and perhaps it's now coming back to it. So 42.24s could be ahead. That could provide some sort of rejection of prices below the previous quarter's low for a return back up the range in Q4. So we'll see how this plays out, but right now early weakness likely to be sold by bears as this thing continues to show weakness in the current time frame. Taking a look here at the NQ, you'll see right here failed new high, bearish outside bar over 2-day range, takes the newly minted FOMC key level of 15,135 is offered. We sell off. Now we have a bit of a rounded top, lower highs, all coming into this zone right here at 15.4. So more weakness ahead for this one. If we take the same kind of blueprint as the ES, somewhere in this zone could be ahead early next month as price takes out the previous quarter's low. So we could be looking at more weakness ahead, and then a potential trap and go. 14K to 16K could be ahead next quarter, 14.2 to 15.8 on the short side. Or on the smaller end of the range. So we could be looking at a very nice continuation downward over the next several days, followed by rejection and a push back up in Q4. So right now, fade after trend day today, which could be coming to an end. Bears looking to jump on early strength this morning for a shot at further weakness. Taking a look at crude oil. Crude oil with a significant session yesterday as well. We were looking for a fade after trend day in that scenario. Any rejection of 76s would return price to the midpoint, but we were also looking for a potential outside reversal to develop. And it came within 21 ticks of reaching the previous session's low after rejecting prices way up here above 76. Big time rejection, and it is in line with some of the big rejections we've seen in the past quarter off of this zone. So right now we are seeing a bit of a rally at the moment, failed new low. Any bounce toward 75.52 could offer an opportunity for bears to defend. 75.52 is yesterday's midpoint, the rejection day midpoint, and it's also precisely the top of the key range. So if price cannot get back to that zone, we may be looking at weakness to begin the next month. That weakness could take us back toward the pivot range, toward the FOMC key level below, and ultimately even back to 70.27, which is the midpoint of this key range. So if you reject the key range high, you have a tendency to come back to the key range mid and the potential to see a move across the range into the bottom of the key range. All right, let's take a look now at gold futures. Gold up modestly here today, but remains in a downtrending structure here. Lower highs, lower lows. You see a downward stop run day the previous session. Today A little bit of strength already, and now seeing a tail develop at the upper end of the range. Again, this tends to be a continuation type of pattern until we see the next area of support. As we mentioned yesterday, next area of support is down here. Previous low, that flash low, 1677.90. That's the previous month's low, will be the previous quarter's low, and it's also major market structure support as well, as prices bounced off of this zone a couple of times in the past. So 1675s could be the next major level ahead. We're just now breaching 1740 at the moment, and we could see further weakness up ahead, especially if price fails to re-establish acceptance back above 1760. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.